Crack, everybody. It is 2 o'clock, and we're just about to bring on our guest for today. In the expert series, we've got Dan McCaffrey on, another geezer from Belfast, absolute legend of a bloke. And he's going to be talking about his story, how he got into personal training, and then obviously now where he is today, where he owns a couple of gyms and stuff. So for any of you guys thinking about getting into training, or you're thinking about getting into the industry, you're really going to want to listen to this story, because he's going to give some of his biggest takeaway points about his journey over the last couple of years. And how he's been able to rise to where he is today so fast. So I think Dan's actually in at the minute.
Transport.
He's walking around a wee bit, but he's in Vegas. Let's see, can we get him on here? Dan, are you there? Can you hear us? Shit. What about him? No, that's hide. We showed him. So his internet connection might be a bit unstable because the dude is in Vegas. This geezer has been jet setting all over the world. Every time I look at his Facebook news feed, he's going somewhere different, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on over the country.
I don't know how he gets away with it. Oh, there he is! He's back.
Yeah. What's happening? All good?
Live from a nightclub in Vegas. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Starbucks, actually.
Holy shit!
What's correct?
Jesus Christ! Looks totally different than the one back home.
Well, it's just there's the casino in the background. You see?
Fuck me! There's a casino even in Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks in the casino.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, right, cool. Okay, so Dan, tell these guys who you are and a wee bit about yourself, what you're doing right now.
Cool, so my name's Daniel McCaffrey, as Sean probably mentioned, and I've been a personal trainer for about 5 years, but that wasn't always the case. I started off from sort of working, I think Sean said I worked 3 jobs, so it was actually 4 jobs. So I started off working at a life centre full time, doing swim lessons on the side, and also owning the gym. And I also did football coaching. So at one point I was working about 75, 80 hours a week. Just I was making decent money, but again I was working too much that I couldn't fucking do anything with my time. And I sort of realised that something needed to change. And that sort of led me down the path of where we are now, really. But when you're in that situation, you're working 75, 80 hours a week. It's not a fun place to be, and I'm sure a lot of trainers, people who maybe are on the fence becoming a personal trainer, are at that point where they're saying to themselves, "What the fuck's the point? You know, what do I need to do, or can I make a decent living being a personal trainer or whatever?" So I think you can, and it's all about sort of taking the opportunity and grasping the opportunity to become what you want, basically. Okay, what was the other question, Sean?
Well, just what you just said there, if we could touch on that, because I know a lot of people who get into fitness, first and foremost get into it because they're super, super passionate about what they do. I mean, maybe fitness has had a big impact in their lives personally. You know, everybody goes to get fit, but what comes quicker is the confidence, you know, all the internal stuff, much more quicker than the aesthetics. And that's maybe what makes people want to get into fitness as a career, because they want to share that with other people and share, I suppose, what impacted them. They want to give that to other people to see how it can help them. So yeah, you get into it for passion is what I'm saying, put it simply. And then the other thing is, if you just get in there for passion and you have no idea about how to run a business, you can end up getting yourself stuck very, very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
It's where you're getting wore out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as I said, I started as a personal trainer 5 years ago. When I was doing the personal training, I still had 3 other jobs or 4 other jobs. So, I mean, it doesn't always, yes, you're passionate about it, you love it, you enjoy it, and you want to help as many people as you can. But at some point, you get sort of burnt out, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing these other 3 or 4 jobs for when I want to help so many people? And you get bogged down into a route that maybe you start to not resent your job, but like as much as you want to help people, you sort of, it's like there's a point where you're sort of going, can I do this full time and make a decent living for myself, my family, and help as many people as I can? And it was only until I would honestly say about the last 18 months that I started to make a shift in my mindset that actually helped me become more in tune where we're at, where I am, and also led me to sort of believe that, oh fuck, I can help lots and lots of people here, plus make a decent amount of money for myself and my family to live sort of a life of not luxury, but a life that we have a bit of freedom, and we can do certain stuff that maybe we couldn't do with other jobs because we didn't have the freedom to do anything like that. So yeah, I mean, definitely passion has a big part to play, but if you don't have the tools and the expertise to move it forward and get more people in, then you're going down a slippery road, really.
Yeah, you run out of passion pretty fast when you're burnt to the bullocks.
Yeah, 100%.
Working from 6 a.m. to maybe 10 o'clock at night, and you do that, 4 or 5 days of the week. Carry that on for 6 months, and you're pretty fucking sick to the back teeth of that passion. It just disappears up your own ass, doesn't it?
And I think most people are like that, aren't they? When they only start off, I think that's the way they.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck, you take anybody you can. It's just like, shit, the bills to pay.
Starbucks is sponsoring him here. He's mentioned Brooklyn there. Saint Frito's my one.
I like a Monster when I need refreshed. So there's the thing. The passion's important, but you've got to really have a long-term view in this and know how you're going to make this job, if you could call it that. It's a great job, but it has to fit around your lifestyle. You can't have it the other way, because otherwise you'll have no lifestyle, you'll run out of passion, and you'll end up fucking hating your job. So
yeah.
What was the turning point for you?
Honestly, I mean, you hear of all these fitness mentors, fitness like programs and fitness marketing gurus and all that sort of shit. And I think I told Sean you a story and Jay at our mastermind event a couple of weeks ago that I nearly get sucked into one. Some guy got on the phone to me and was like, "How much money do you want to make? How big a house do you want to live in? How much do you want to support your family? Do you want to leave a fucking thing?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, as you would be." You're like, "Fuck, well, how do you do this?" And he's like, "Yeah, just give me £5,000." I was like, "What? What the fuck?" And he was like, I was like, "I don't have £5,000." He's like, "Yeah, okay, we can take a deposit and you can pay in installments and blah blah blah." I'll not mention the guy's name, or maybe I should, I don't know. But that was probably the best decision I ever made. Was not actually doing that, not actually taking that step from that guy. But that sort of got me interested. And then I listened to a guy called Jason Ferrugia, and he had a guy called Bedros Keuilian on his mastermind or on his podcast, and he was talking about fitness marketing and how to get more clients and how to help more people and all this sort of stuff. And I went onto his website and bought a program. It was like, I don't know, $10 or something, and sort of started to implement it straight away, and then started to get more clients, started to help more people, and then that really led me down the path. And then I sort of went, "Fuck, this is great." And I think we went to one of your events, Sean and Jay. It must have been about 16 months ago, down in Dublin, and it was all about how to sell yourself as a personal trainer and how to reach the people that you want to reach. And that was a massive turning point for me. I think we spoke about it. It was about 10 or 15 guys in the room, and there was only a handful of guys that maybe sort of started to implement the stuff and started to reap the rewards. And lucky enough that I sort of decided to take the action because I believed in what you were saying, and that was a massive turning point for us.
Yeah, like Dan, out of that group, actually, at that time, you were the only one who took any action right away.
Yeah,
which was one of the things that stuck out in my mind. So, when you went back, your business, what have you turned it into now?
What do you mean growth? I mean in terms of how many people we've got in. So from that event, I would say we had around about 50 members just coming and going. Like the bog standard. Like we run like a boot camp style. It was like we had personal training here. We had like sort of circuits going on here. We had strength club, small group training going on. So we had fucking everything. It was just a mass amount of like, we didn't even know where the people were coming from. And they always just paid when they came. They all like just a $5 or £4 or whatever it was. And from that event, we sort of realized that we needed to change our system slightly. So we had about 50 people, as I say, coming and going. And now currently we're at 167 members. In our facility in Belfast, and we have another facility in Lisburn, which is predominantly sort of semi-private small group training, where there's 63 members currently. So when I first met you guys, I only had the one facility, and I still worked them 4 jobs. And now that they had that growth through our learning how to sell ourselves, how to sell our clients on what now we're not being sleazy salesmen. They actually want our help, and we're just learning how to craft our message to sort of target them. Because at the end of the day, we Sally, you all know we Sally sitting in the house, and she's probably crying herself to sleep because she doesn't really know what's happening. She wants to do something, but she's just not confident enough. So all we're basically doing is selling our story and helping Namens become more confident and comfortable with being in our facility. So that's sort of how we've had the growth, just through sharing that message, really.
That is deadly. Well, how long has that taken you, Dan? You're talking about 16, 18 months?
Yeah, I would say from we implemented sort of all guns blazing, we went into it. I would say it's probably less than that. I would say it's probably 12 months, because it's only really the last 12 months where we really sort of honed our skills and sort of thought, fuck, this is achievable. You know, we can do this. People actually want our service. People need our service, and that's how we've came across it, really. So I'd say 12 months, yeah.
Deadly. But what advice would you give to someone who's listening? From what you've learned over your experience in the time in the business now, what would be your biggest takeaway points for someone looking to grow their business?
Take action. Like most people don't take action. I mean, there's people I've met, I've talked to. I give advice out for free. I've met a few personal trainers who have maybe been like, Dan, you know, you seem to be killing it, blah blah blah. Would you give us some advice? And I used to meet them all the time for a coffee and just try to lend them a hand. But most of them don't fucking do anything with it. I think they're just there for a chat. And when you give that information out for free, sometimes maybe it isn't that valuable. They don't sort of want it. It's the same with your granny. Your granny comes up and asks you to do personal training with her, and because she's your granny, she doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't listen to you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if people don't pay, they don't pay attention.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah,
and I think one of the other points that you probably that you made there earlier on is about having a certain clarity about what you want to do and where you're going. A lot of people have no clarity from a business standpoint about what they want to do or where they want to go, so they can't chase after it or they can't take action. And I think that's a differentiator that you've got working with certain people and investing in yourself, really.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we were not talking about the mastermind, but we were at your mastermind, I think it was 2 weeks ago. And that was my message when I come back. I was like Jay, you basically said that, you know, Dan, just focus on that one area, and Jay actually wants to sing a song for you.
I'm still working on the lyrics, Dan. Don't worry, I'll have that ready for you.
But yeah, it's having that clarity of vision, just sort of knowing where you're going and having someone there to actually tell you who's been there, maybe a bit more experienced than you and sort of a bit more clued in, and just giving you that sort of gentle push in the right direction. I came away from that mastermind going, fuck, right, just focus on that one thing, get my members up to sort of 200 and really just working and stop doing all the other stupid shit that's maybe you think, oh, this would be great for our program, but in reality you're just diluting your own service, your own facility.
You know, it's like if somebody comes in, they say, I want to do a fat loss program, and then 2 weeks in, they say, you know, well, what about adding in some strength work, and what about adding in some hypertrophy work? And by the way, my friend's doing a 10K, so I want to work on that. And it's like, well, hang on a minute. After 2 or 3 weeks, they're doing so many things. It's like, fuck, what are we actually working on here? And I think from a business standpoint, the exact same thing can happen. Yeah,
definitely. I 100% agree. And I suppose we're just like our clients, really, in the business world. That's the way we sort of operate. We're getting sucked into all the juicy fads that maybe some other trainers doing such a program is having great results. Why don't we jump on the bandwagon when the reality is?
Yeah, that whole thing of tactics versus strategies. Mm-hmm. You know, so a strategy, if you want to get strong, is to go into the gym and add a little bit of weight onto the bar on big compound movements a few times a week, and you're going to get strong over a period of time. You know, a tactic might be, do fucking drop sets or do this or do that or do fucking undulate and this or that. And we can focus on that crap sometimes, really, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. it's good to sprinkle a wee bit of that here and there, but only if you've got a strategy that works. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, definitely.
I'm just writing down what you said. So number one would be take action, and that's a fucking huge one because look, we all know there's information out there for free, tons of it. But if you're getting some stuff for free, usually you don't put it to action. And the difference between people that get results and people that don't, and in my mind, is the ones that take action. There's enough information out there, but there's not enough implementation. I'd say
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say number 2 is get clear. Number 3, focus on your one thing. And number 4, invest in yourself. Is that right?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I mean, what you basically said there about back to the take action point was like, how many, I say it all the time when we have sort of group orientations with new clients, like, I'm like, why are you paying me? And they all look at me like confused, like lights, like, well, what's this guy talking about? We're here to get help. And I'm like, but all the information's out there on Google. Like, I could be the best trainer in Belfast, I could be the best trainer in Lisburn, I could be the best trainer anywhere. But all the information, Jay's programming's second to none, but I could probably get Jay's program online better. But what you don't but what you don't get as well as that action point is having someone there to actually coach you, like lead you down that path and go, right, here we go, this is what I want you to do. So Jay would be like, right, we're going to do 3 sets of 8 bench press today, and then we're going to move on to something else, inverted row, say, for example. And if someone was just at the gym themselves, you know, instead of putting 70 on the bar that Jay would give them, they might just put 50 because it's Monday and maybe had a mad weekend and they're not really feeling like it. And then the inverted rows, might be like, well, this exercise is shit. I'm going to do something else because I don't really like this, or I'm not really good at this exercise. So I think the taking action part is great, but you need that coach to sort of to bring you down to that sort of level to make you get results. So I would definitely, and coaching's mentorship, like what we're doing in the mastermind, that's basically a coach.
Yeah. So accountability then. Let's say accountability in some form or another. Whether it be
100%.
Yeah.
And without that accountability, honestly, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I'm not saying for one point, because it was a bit sort of, I'm not going to go on here and talk about blah, 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 but I'm not saying I'm the most successful person, but I have had great success in the last 12 months. And I feel that that's all down to like take action, accountability, and sort of that focus and having someone there to say, right, Dan, you're fucking coming off the path, go back on the path. Do you know what I mean? It's that simple. It's the same with our clients when they're looking fat loss and then they start doing stupid shit.
Yeah, cool. That's it. When you're drifting, somebody can bring you back to the straight line towards your goal. Focus and get you clear again. Cool. Cool beans. So look, what the hell are you doing over Vegas anyway? Every time I look at my fucking newsfeed, you're on another plane. Like, how do you, I don't know how you get away with it. You've got a new baby. You just get married and shit.
I'm over here in another coaching, mentorship, mastermind. I go away every 3 months to America. I'm very, very lucky that I have a very understanding wife. So this is the point where you actually record this, right? and I send it over to her.
I need to talk to my wife, I think.
And then sure, we're going away in 3 weeks again. Like, what the fuck?
We're sure, right? You know? Yes, we're going to WarriorCon, yeah.
I was like, you want to see me trying to sell that one after Dublin? I was like, yeah, remember I says I wasn't going away again?
So how'd that go? Did you scream or what?
I was like, Sean and Jay like sat me in a corner and were like, you know, like, you have to do this. You have to do this. Like,
oh yeah, play us.
I was like, really? They're like, yeah, like, Dan, this is a game changer. And she was like, do you think it's going to make you better? And I was like, yeah, I think so. I
hope your wife ain't fucking watching this. That's all I can do.
I hope she's not watching this. But yeah. So I'm over in Vegas on a mastermind, and because it's so far away, it's like, I don't know, 14, 15-hour flight. I think to just stick around for a few days. So the mastermind actually finished like 2 or 3 days ago. I've just been out hiking, walking about, and the great thing about like when you have your systems and stuff dialed in, your coaching team, is that you have the ability to do this. So my gym, both gyms are still running, and they're still making sales. they're still getting new clients in, which is vital. I mean, if how many personal trainers, if any, personal trainers maybe watching this or sort of thinking about getting into the business, like most personal trainers I know, when they go on holiday, they have to work like 20 hours beforehand, like to go to make up enough money, and then when they come back, they have to work their balls off and go back to them 60, 70-hour weeks just to make money, so that when they're on holiday, they have enough money that they can actually spend. So we're lucky enough that, well, I'm lucky enough that I can go away and still make a few pounds. Everything still runs. We still bring new clients in. We still maybe make new members. Basically, my admin is a superstar, rock star. She basically runs the place, and the coaches just sort of do their job when I'm away, and nothing goes away.
Excellent. Well, that's the difference between having a job and an actual business, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's most. Sorry, go ahead.
A business is a thing that'll make money even when you're not there, so you don't have to be present in the thing to make money, because a lot of people, personal trainers, would say, oh yeah, I'm a business person. It's like, well, look, dude, you're not if you can't take a fucking week off and go to Vegas and be like, damn, and then take another week off and go to fucking WarriorCon. I mean, that's not a business.
I can't believe I'm away in 3 weeks again. Come back for this flight, but yeah, I mean, I've worked hard to do it. It's not as if we just sort of started taking holidays. Like, I probably went in America, I think it was March, I started going to America last year. I've probably been about 7 times. Before that, I'd only been to America once. So, like, once you've been, it's the same shit, isn't it? But, but it's more the traveling and implementing and then systems that to sort of allow me to do this, because it has helped us develop like 100% without going to these events and having that accountability, going down to Dublin to yourselves. I mean, we would probably be still just like everybody else, just chasing our tail each month and sort of not really knowing who our real clients are, because it's not important really when you think about it. Like, who is your client? Who are they? Is it wee Sally who's maybe 45, has a couple of kids, or is it Brian and his mates from the rugby club? Like who is it? You need to really know that to really sort of make a difference in your area, I feel.
Cool. Well, I'm writing down 6 and 7 here. 6 is in systems, and 7 is know your client.
Yeah, definitely.
Deadly. Know your client. Cool. I'm going to write this up later on because there's been loads of cool points on here, Dan.
Awesome.
Look, thank you very much for coming on. I've really loved talking to you. Well, what's your plan for the rest of the day now?
Probably just go out and chill out at the pool. Maybe gamble the rest of my money because I don't have that much left.
Put it all on red.
Well, I was thinking that actually. I was thinking about just all the money I invested in coaching. I would probably just I don't know, put it all your money that I owe you. I just fuck it all.
Put it on there. We'll split the profits.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's one more thing. Like, I know you guys are the same. Is like, how much money have you actually spent on mentorship? Like, I know I read a post about you before. You said you spent like thousands and thousands of pounds on mentorship and coaching. Like, I know in the last sort of, I probably spent about £50,000 on mentorship, which is obviously a massive amount. And then people, it's funny when I talk to people, is like they think it just happened, or it's just like, oh fuck, Dan's like, you see Dan, he's killing it. And probably one more point actually just came into my head is I stopped giving a fuck what other people think, because you know, like, I'm sure you are all the same. Maybe you are, but I wasn't a very confident person when I was only getting into the industry, and you're always looking up to them sort of superstars or rock stars, and you think, fuck, like, if I make this, but you're actually making the post, a Facebook post for them, so that they could actually like it. And then it must have been about 12 months ago, I just went, you know what, fuck this, I don't care. I'm me, I'm helping a ton of people. I don't care if people like me, I don't care if people hate me. I'll do my best, and people who like me will talk to me. People who don't like me will stay away from me, so who cares? And that's probably, I would actually say that's probably the biggest breakthrough I had, and that's being honest. Without all the mentorship, without all the programming, all the added systems, I think having that clarity of knowing that, like, you are you, no one else can be you. So as long as your clients like you and you're getting awesome results with them, then that's all that really matters in the fitness industry. Because I definitely know, and when I've spoke to people, it's personal trainers actually do write articles for other trainers,
Yeah.
the impress upon them, to press them, whatever, when it actually doesn't really matter. Is that going to get you a client? I suppose that's a question you have to ask yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
You become a busy fool doing that sort of shit, and then you're wondering why, your latest squat PR hasn't got you another client because nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, well, we would speak to trainers, and obviously we're talking to them about mentoring and whether they're working with us, whether they're working with somebody else, doesn't really matter. But trainers are basically selling mentoring, selling coaching to their clients, and they're going to coach them through some sort of fitness or physical goal. But then when it comes to business, they're afraid to invest in themselves. So they're kind of a bit fraudulent in a way. It's like, I'm not saying that they have to invest with us or they have to invest in any particular thing, but they have to invest somewhere, and they'll say things like, they'll go to a seminar about about powerlifting. You don't train any powerlifters. They'll spend hundreds of euros, and it's like, oh yeah, well, I'll start investing in my business when I earn this amount of money. It's like, you not see that there's a direct correlation between what you invest and what you earn. It's just, it baffles the mind.
For example, this weekend, Alex Viada is going, and there's a shit ton of trainers going to it who, could do with a lot of help in their business, but they're more willing to invest in Alex Viada to learn how to be a fucking hybrid athlete.
Yeah.
How many of your clients came in to you and said, do you know what, Colin? I want to be a fucking hybrid athlete. Can you write me a hybrid athlete program? I want to run an Ironman and then deadlift 200 kilos right up. I mean, fucking mental.
And that's a great thing about having you guys as mentors is helping me sort of go, because you are sort of giving you a focus that you need and that sort of expertise to grow. Like we have had, as Jay said, we have had a direct correlation with working with you, with our income going this way, but income comes secondary to me. Honestly, it's about having that freedom and flexibility to do whatever I want when I want. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Because
let's be honest, if I could say to you, right, you can make, I don't know, fucking 20 grand a month and you can do this, but you're working 70 hours a week, like, what's the point, really? Do you know what I mean? Because you're like, oh yeah, my bank balance is growing. So fuck.
Yeah.
Like honestly, this is from you. It's so fucked up. but yeah, like I just love having the freedom and the flexibility to actually go and do stuff and knowing that I'm helping more people. And I think in the fitness industry more than ever, like, you have to be fully transparent and fully authentic with your clients. Like, I honestly do. I'm not bullshitting. Like, I honestly do want to help every single person who walks through my door. It's not just give me your money type shit. It actually is fully like transparent. Like, listen, like we just for example, and this is sort of off topic, but one of our clients is having a rough time at the minute. Sort of mentally, she's a bit off the pace and stuff. So we're actually giving her like one-to-one training for free. Not because we have to, but we feel that it's going to help her, and in the long run, she's going to appreciate us for it. And she already does appreciate us for it. But like, she comes to our boot camp, but we're giving her one-to-one training on the side for no cost. We just want to help her get back on her feet, get back to where she was before. And again, if we were all about the money, we wouldn't do shit like that. Do you know what I mean? We've did that quite a few times in the past sort of 6 months with clients. One of them lost their father as well. We've got her in as well. And again, we're not trying to be healers or anything like this. We're just trying to help them, give them a wee stepping stone.
Yeah, you're making a difference there, and you're giving back.
That's important.
Oops.
So I'm gonna ask you one question.
Okay.
Just because I'm me, I can do it alone. What do you guys think is your biggest breakthrough moment in the last, say, 12 months? Like, personally, what
do you think, Sean?
In a business, personal, what sort of level?
So in the fitness space.
I think for me, all these things are connected and combined, and the realization that we all have choices, okay, and stop playing that victim card, because all of us fall into a role that we have running around in our head. There's the person who you think you are, there's the person who you actually are. And a lot of us fall back into this thing. It's, I'm a victim, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I can't do this because, and then you'll start to filter in all these reasons why. A lot of people, you'll get yourself to a certain level and then you won't go any further, you won't push any further, because again, you're falling into that role. And I mean, really when you stop and you think, no matter what your situation is, you have a choice to go left, you have a choice to go right, whatever the case may be. And I think that's a very empowering thing, that no matter what happens to you or what situation or what obstacles are put in front of you, you can choose your reaction to those things. And that gives you a lot of freedom if you just, I suppose, meditate on that thought and kind of think about it for a little bit. So whether it's fat loss, whether it's business, whether it's relationship, I think if you kind of think about it in that way, and your reaction to certain events are probably much more important than the actual event itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. It's good.
Cool. Well, the one I'd say is, like, you are good enough right now just the way you are. Like what you were saying earlier, you said about, you used to think that if you did this course or you wanted to be this rock star and you were going to, like, it was all going to happen over this, in this period in the future when, and then you write all these circumstances or conditions that must take place. But the only way to actually to become that is to just fucking be it right now. So, like, you just cannot wait for perfection. You're good enough right now to help the people you need to help. And you don't need to be this perfect fucking in the future awesome rock star dude. I mean, you're just fucking good enough right now to help the people you need to be right now. So just be that now.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually, because Beatles Cullion, one of my mentors, always talks about this: implement fast and take action now. So
yeah.
we all know that person. Like,
he's on the phone to me earlier. I gave him that exact line.
He mentioned you, actually.
It's a good-looking one with the big biceps, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he said Sean's better crack though. But yeah, he always says that. Like, we all know them people who, let's say, it was just like fucking, yeah, I'll do this next week. I'll do this tomorrow. And they'll never do it because they're always waiting for that perfect opportunity. Like, I bought an ebook, like, and sold like 300-400 copies. Was it perfect? No, but yeah. I just did it. It was a home workout book. I just took action, just did it, and it was that simple. Then the beauty of that is you get feedback, you can refine it, and then put it back out, and it's perfect. So I guess my whole takeaway points from everything from you guys is like that clarity of vision, the importance of coaching, and sort of knowing your route, knowing where you're actually going, just have that clear vision. Like mentorship with you guys has been, like, honestly, coming away from the 2-day event, every person that's in the mentor program will tell you, it's like, you come away from it in 2 days and you're fucking pumped. You're ready to run through a brick wall. Like, if Sean and Jay says run up and climb over that fence and fucking shoot some cows, you'd probably do it. So you're so pumped and ready to go.
I'll do that next time. No wrestling.
But that last event, like, Jesus Christ, like, the first, I was going down and shit myself. I was like, oh fuck, bring the gum shield and all. I was like, ah. I was like, one of these girls are going to beat me up.
I'll tell you, out of everything, it's my favorite thing to do right now. Just because you see the impact it has. Because I mean, sometimes the only growth you can get to at a certain level is by handling the information you know and watching how other people grow with it. It's fucking awesome. And then see what you do with it. And then meeting you up every week to hear the results, and everybody's business is growing, and everyone is on fire. We're on fire. It's just fucking cool to be part of, really. Yeah,
the group's electric at the minute. It's like, even the private Facebook group, just seeing people post up their results and their takeaways and everything. It's incredible. It inspires me. And Big Nal in our group actually texted me the other day and goes, mate, you don't even know how much you've inspired me. And that means a lot to me, because Nal would have been someone that I look up to and someone that I really sort of. He was on this a couple of I think last week or 2 weeks ago. Big gentleman, and he's 100%, and he's someone that I've always looked up to, and to hear that coming from him was like, whoa, fuck, that means a lot. And that's a level of sort of community and like almost like a family, you know, people just wanting each other to do well. You can tell them anything and they'll be there to support you. So
it's nice to have that when everybody else is trying to rip you fucking down out there.
Yeah, I mean, 100%.
As trainers, you get a lot of flack. Like only just today, you want to see the fucking letter I got, you know what I mean? So it's nice to have a group where you can go and you can talk to people who G you up and fucking, you know, give you a kick in the ass when you need it or a high five when you deserve it.
But you need that, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
otherwise you're just going to go down that sort of slope where you start trying to impress people again.
Yeah.
Right now, what's happening? On my screen.
Now I was watching. Good man. What about you, mate? You the man, Danny says.
Now you don't want to watch the first 10 minutes, mate.
So, yeah, I think we probably finish it up here. Dan, look, do you know what? Tell these guys where they can find out a bit more about you, your website or stuff like that. Or download a lead magnet so they can copy it, rip it off.
Far away, you get on my email list. I'll sell you something at some point. Yeah, so my Facebook's just No Limits Fitness NI. And we have Primal Strength and Movement in Lisburn as well on Facebook. And my website is www.nolimits.fitness. And then we have primalstrengthandmovement.com. Just type it into Google, it'll pop up. But yeah, if I could leave you with something, just remember to take action, implement fast, and join Sean and Jay's mentorship. It'll change your life.
Thank you very much. I didn't know he was going to say that. We did not pay him anymore.
They pay for my flights to California next week.
Starbucks, anyway.
Well,
yeah, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for giving us the time, mate. Look, we'd love to see you. We're doing a webinar on Thursday at 1 o'clock on sales.
I'll be there.
Game and stuff. We might even bring you on there as a special guest to give some words of wisdom because you're selling a lot of shit at the minute.
It's been great.
And then also we've got a sales event live, which you get all the guys in the inner circle. You get a free ticket. So just
sweet.
It's in Dublin. It's another excuse to come down and meet. You know, you love getting excuses.
Yeah, you'll need to talk to Claire.
You bring her with you, go around flying.
Yeah, bring her with you. We'll have dinner after. So that's going to be Saturday the 10th in that usual hotel. We go with the good bacon rolls.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
To get them. Yeah, no, lads, thanks very much. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you on Thursday for that event then.
Yeah, chill down. Speak to you soon.
Thank you. See you. Bye.